names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricane. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the third. The Miami Hurricane. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he's going to bring it out. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Well, that could have been disastrous. Able to recover it and retain possession on the opening kickoff. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent, speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
With jet sweep pass. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Getting some heat. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you could not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
The Canes in the hurry-up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Gets it out quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now on 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes toward the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, no!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand, Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Everybody talks about DBs. They talk about dropping in coverage and not being physical. That DB begs to differ. Great tackle coming up, playing physical like a linebacker.
Wants to throw on second down. Slings it downfield. And that ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Dances away again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Fires downfield. It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts, and he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll try it on the ground. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offense backed up inside their own 10-yard line. You got to give yourself some space to work, so you dial up the run play, and your offensive line delivers. Huge holes up front for that big gain.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Benson.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Give to the running back. And the Seminoles will move the sticks.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the air. It's Uiagalelei. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, man, really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't pegged.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Grab behind the line. It's Martinez. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield.
And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions, all much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. Got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying play action. Coming after him. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Because the running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Handoff to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They are on the move. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 28.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
On the run, it's Ward. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's right on target. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On the option. Now the toss. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run it from the gun. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Defense going to use a timeout. Can't afford to have any confusion on the call here. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping...
You have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. Give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense for his quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap.
And the quarterback is snowed under. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Noles line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Got his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. On second down, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McCormick. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility.
It's a catch. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Canes are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. They've got the screen set up. And he'll be brought down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time.
They went up top on second and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on third and inches. He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no! Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures. But when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. None of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. On the move, it's Ward. Fires left. He's got it. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
41, Miami, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Going for the big play. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the big fella.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Back to the air one more time. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Grabs behind the line. It's Martinez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Finds his man. It's Green. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker is already banged. To be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And here comes that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. After the big first down sack, it's second down.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Gonna take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Got it behind the line. It's Restrepo. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a 1-possession game here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes it past the marker. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything...
They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking for a man. It's Uiagalelei. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 24 to Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.